What if I told you that an organization claiming to promote love and family values actually destroys families? That they isolate their members, control their friendships, and then lie about it to the public? That they deliberately build a system where leaving means losing everything, just to keep people trapped inside? This is not just a theory. This is exactly how Jehovah's Witnesses operate. And today, we're exposing their biggest lie. Because despite their public statements, despite their efforts to cover their tracks, the truth is already out. And the more they try to deny it, the more they expose themselves. When you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses, everything in your life is connected to the organization. Your friendships, your social life, even your family relationships, they all revolve around being a faithful Jehovah's Witness. From the moment you join, you are encouraged, if not outright pressured, to only associate with other Jehovah's Witnesses. You're taught that the world outside is dangerous, that non-witnesses are bad associations who could weaken your faith, and that true friendship can only exist within the congregation. At first, this might not seem like a problem. After all, Jehovah's Witnesses appear to be a warm and loving community. You build close relationships. You spend your free time with fellow believers. Your entire support system is made up of people who share your faith. But there's something you don't realize while you're inside. This network of friendships only exists as long as you stay loyal to the organization. The moment you start questioning, the moment you step away, everything collapses. If you're disfellowshipped, or even if you retire and disassociate, Jehovah's Witnesses are instructed to cut you off completely. Overnight, you lose everything. The people who once called you their best friend stop answering your calls. The brothers and sisters who said they would always be there for you turn their backs. Your own family members, even parents, siblings, and children, treat you as if you no longer exist. And it's not by accident. This is not just a side effect of leaving. It is a deliberate system of control. Jehovah's Witnesses don't just encourage members to befriend other believers. They make sure you have no one else. They pressure you to avoid deep friendships with outsiders, labeling them as bad association. They discourage education and career paths that could expose you to the outside world. They subtly, or sometimes openly, push you to reject family members who don't share your faith. They do this so that when you leave, you have nowhere to go. Because if your entire world is inside the organization, then leaving means losing everything. And that's exactly what they want. They want you to fear the consequences of leaving. They want you to feel so isolated that you think there's no life outside. They want you to be so desperate that you consider going back, just to end the loneliness. This is why Jehovah's Witnesses call disfellowshipping a loving arrangement. Not because it helps people spiritually. Not because it encourages personal growth. But because it scares people into staying. When speaking to the media, when defending themselves in court, they deny that disfellowshipping is forced. They claim that it is a personal choice to avoid disfellowshipped individuals. They say that families are not required to shun their loved ones. These are outright lies. In reality, Jehovah's Witnesses are taught that shunning is a command from God. They are told that anyone who maintains contact with a disfellowshipped person is endangering their own spirituality. Family members who refuse to shun their relatives face consequences within the congregation. They lie because they know how bad it looks. They lie because governments are starting to take action. They lie because if people truly understood the cruelty of shunning, they would lose all credibility. They also lie by erasing their own past. Over the years, Jehovah's Witnesses have quietly removed or rewritten controversial publications. They delete old books and videos that show their old embarrassing teachings. They try to pretend that things they once taught, things that destroyed lives, never actually happened. They also attack the credibility of anyone who speaks out. They claim that ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are bitter, untrustworthy, or lying. They say that former members twist the facts and that only active members tell the truth. They don't just do this to individuals, they do it in courts, in interviews, in official statements. They want the public to believe that everyone who leaves is unreliable. That no ex-member can be taken seriously. That all stories of suffering, shunning, and abuse are exaggerated or false. But the truth is, they are the ones manipulating reality. During the recent trial in Norway, they tried to hide evidence. They quietly removed a video from jw.org that showed a disfellowshipped mother being shunned by her daughter. They knew that this video would prove that they actively teach shunning, so they deleted it. But they were caught. The Norwegian government had already secured a copy, and they played it in court. The world saw, with their own eyes, how Jehovah's Witnesses instruct their members to cut off even their closest family members. And that moment destroyed their lies. Because the truth is indefensible. Because they cannot justify tearing families apart. Because they know that if the world truly saw their cruelty, people would wake up. They can lie in public. They can hide videos. They can delete their own words from their website. But the truth is already out. And every day, more and more people are waking up. The Watchtower is losing control of the narrative. More and more ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are speaking out. More governments are investigating. More people are realizing that this is not a religion, it is a high-control group. This is not about faith. This is about human rights. This is about freedom. This is about protecting people from being trapped in a system that destroys their lives. Real love doesn't come with conditions. Real family doesn't abandon you when you need them the most. And no one should ever have to lose everything, just because they changed their mind about a religion. If you found this video insightful, share it with someone who needs to hear the truth. Because the more we speak out, the more people will be free.